The October PSplus games are now available for download. The first game of the October selection is the Callisto Protocol. This was a game I had a very big bet on last year. Initial trailers showed just fat atmosphere, beautiful graphics and gorgeous dismemberment. In fact, we got a really atmospheric game with good quality character models, but otherwise with very mediocre graphics, especially the flames, which are a lot in the game, and blood, which is even more. The main character is extremely clumsy and unresponsive, battles are dragging and boring because of that, and there is no variety of techniques either. That's how we killed enemies in the beginning of the game, and we will kill the same enemies in the end. There was an attempt of stealth missions, but there too we have to kill blind and deaf monsters in packs. Boss fights are either running around in circles or standing in place with alternating clamping of the left stick for dodging. Bosses, by the way, are also repetitive. As I said, the controls are not very responsive and comfortable, especially switching weapons. Besides, the character sometimes just doesn't do what you want him to do because of the slow animations of changing weapons or reloading. However, some people really enjoyed the game, and maybe you'll be just such a person, especially after I lowered your expectations so much. On Metacritic, the Callisto Protocol received a 69 from critics and a 6.9 from players. The second game of the October selection was Farming Simulator 22. In this game you can feel like a real farmer who develops and expands his land. In Farming Simulator you can grow crops, raise pigs, cows, sheep and chickens or ride your horses. You can spend the money gained from sales to buy new tools and equipment. The main innovation of this part was the appearance of seasons. Before, the events of the game took place exclusively in the summer. On Metacritic, Farming Simulator 22 received 75 points from critics and 6.3 points from players. The third game of the October selection was Weird West Definitive Edition. This is an isometric action RPG in the Wild West setting with immersive simulator elements and random events in each playthrough. The player will have to go through the stories of 5 different heroes one by one, but after the completion of each chapter, the character you played as can be met in the game as an NPC and, for example, take his equipment or call him to the group. The world of the game consists of separate locations, which are opened gradually, and the environment is made as interactive as possible. For example, you can make a fire to set fire to the enemies, and then get a bucket of water and put out the flames. Doors in the game are opened with a key or just blown up with a dynamite stick. In general, your imagination has a place to unfold, and you can play a variety of roles. You can even just become a maniac and cut out the inhabitants of the city under the root and even key characters, but you should take into account that all the actions will have consequences not only for the character you are playing now, but also for all the following ones, i.e. the killed will not be resurrected. On Metacritic, Weird West received a score of 73 from critics and 7.0 from players. These games will be available for download on October 3rd.